Do you ever hear those old people say they just don't make them like they used to? Well, if you've been into FPV for under 5 years, chances are you've never experienced something like this, but now in 2026, you actually get a chance to try it out.
This is arm switch up. Flick this up.
G'day, Stu from UAVfutures here, and tell me if I'm wrong, but you are probably flying around with a mass-produced, fairly stock standard frame, and nowadays in 2026, works of art do not exist anymore. But let me tell you, there used to be a time when people flew around some very highly customizable, high-end frames that we just do not see. Like names like Armiton, Korea, Catalyst Machine Works, all these drones you see on the wall behind me, a lot of them are pedigree, high-end, specialized works of art, and they just do not make frames like that anymore. People chase the bottom dollar, they want to give you the budget options and experiences, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you just do not get high-end custom frames very often. This is the Archetype from nickFPV, and this is a high-end freestyle frame that is going to give you the chance to just taste that premium FPV experience that you don't get every day. I'm not going to say it's going to make you a better pilot or anything like that. This is purely for people who love FPV. They want to try that premium, like work of art experience. So we're going to break it down. I'm going to go for a flight. You're going to see me talking to nickFPV as well. And you know what's better than one Archetype? Well, that would be two, because nickFPV, he wants to get other people flying and experiencing this as well. So there should be a link somewhere on, we've got one of these to give away to you guys out there. So as a bit of an overview, I'm throwing it on the scales. It's coming in about 135 grams, but I've also got the little like arm pieces right there. So around 145 grams if you're putting those on. They're made out of TPU. It's a squished X frame, and the big one, and this is important, it's coming in at around $99 US. And I can totally agree with some people when like, man, I want to stick to budget, and there is nothing wrong with your budget frame. This is just for people who want to support an independent designer that is trying to do something a little bit different and offer that premium experience. And flipping it over, you will notice this is made of 4 individual arms, and that is important because in the middle, you have this, it does come pretty nicely packed as well. You do get kind of a nice one to unbox, but there is this tiny little piece in the middle right here, and this is what I think they call the keystone, because as this has a large impact, it's going to spread that load, and it acts as a bit of a shock absorber, spreading that impact through the rest of the frame. So it is really designed to protect your components, and you can see that because towards the front, we have these massive aluminium sort of standoff brace camera mount protection parts which go in the front. They clip into the frame as well as being screwed into it. Everything here is made, if you are doing bando bashing, if you're doing freestyling, if you want a frame to last, this is going to be protecting your components and also the frame. And of course the arms, they're no joke either, they're 5mm. However, I did have mine set up for a very, very light motor and light prop. If you are after incredibly high speeds, I don't think this is the frame for you. This is incredibly responsive. The prop wash is next to non-existent. It's a pleasure to fly, but just a warning, if you're after insane top speeds or racing, this is not for you. This is a premium freestyle bando bashing experience. Now underneath as well, you can see it does have plenty of screws to put this thing together. If you are a lazy person, you don't really like building, it's probably not going to be for you. Towards the back, we've got our antenna mounts and TPU mounts, and that's probably important to mention because the TPU that you get here, it has been treated just like the frame itself. It feels nice in the hands. There's no rough edges. You're not going to cut yourself. Normally, if you did this, you'd be covered in carbon splinters. That is not the case with this frame.
It's a stellar frame. I'm going to go rip it around now. We're going to have some flights here. I've got a built up one somewhere in one of these backpacks. I can see it down there. Now we're going to go have some fun with it, and I like all the extras that it's got. All right. Am I flying around the Archetype? We have nickFPV in the background. He has hand delivered me this frame. We've put it together. We're gonna go for a rip, see what it's like, show you my impressions and why sometimes the classic designs are the way to go and why they've stood the test of time. So let's do it, rip it around, show you what it's like, and ultimately have a good time and also hang out with nickFPV. Go. This is arm switch up. Flick this up. And this is 4.5 inch.
4.5, 4S.
4.5, 4S. And you could build this up with whatever you like. I feel like it has some light props on here, which makes it a little bit snappy. Now we do have a little bit of a breeze coming through, so I'm gonna do just a little punch out. Okay. Man, I'm gonna try and get some prop wash because I'm not feeling that ready. I'm gonna drop as fast as I can to the ground, and then I'm gonna try and like catch it, if that makes sense, to see if I can get some jitters or get some shake.
Prop wash is what happens when a drone moves through its own turbulent air. You can only fix it with some software tuning, but it can also manifest if your frame isn't mechanically sound.
We should be watching for any oscillations. Okay. It doesn't help when I can't critique it like that, like and say, hey, look at those oscillations, this is good. This is good, this is going well. I don't want to stop flying it though, it's a lot of fun. Even in this wind, it is smashing it. Like, it is really handling it. I am actually a bit of a convert to this. I didn't think I would like it as much as, like, say, a 5-inch. This feels better. I think, like...
It's like the power of a 5-inch.
Yeah, but a little bit more snappy and easier to spool up. It doesn't need, like, a huge heap of horsepower to get moving, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I think what you're going to miss out on, though, is that top-end speed. Yeah. But that's not what this is about. This isn't a racer. You've obviously designed this with freestyle in mind, I think. Would that be correct?
Yeah, and durability, so...
So you want me to crash it into a tree?
You can crash it if you want.
No, I don't want to do that. That feels sacrilegious. Woo! Okay, let me get these bugs. You know what? Can we unplug the drone and then I'm going to give you some impressions? Yeah. I'm going to take the battery off because do you know why I'm taking that off? I'm just going to tell you why.
Yeah, all right.
It's because I want to put another one on and fly it again.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? If it was like, review done, let's go home. No. Ultimately, who would I recommend this to? This probably isn't a beginner craft. I like it. It's like a modern take on a classic design frame that's strong, it's refined, and it flies really well, which is probably the important part. So, can I do another pack?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Rightio, here's the pros and cons about this frame, and I want to say straight off the bat, there is one con that I can understand a lot of people having an issue with, and that is simply the price. In today's day and age, when it comes to spending $99 on a frame itself, a lot of people just go with a budget, cheaper option. And there is nothing wrong if you prefer to fly around with that. This is more like a premium experience. I can drive a cheap car to work, or some people like to drive a really expensive high-end car to work. It's doing the same thing. There is nothing wrong with either of those options. This, I have to say, it's a premium experience, but you are going to be paying for it. In terms of the actual cons of the craft itself, I have to say, it's not going to be the highest top speed there is. It does fly well with some really light motors and really light props. The prop wash is next to non-existent. It was a beautiful craft to fly, but it's not going to have insane top speeds, but everything else about it, I like it. I like how it goes together. I really like how well it protects the camera and also how chunky the arms are, which is surprising because normally light motors, you would think you were going to feel the weight, but it's extremely resistant. It's extremely impact resistant as well towards the front of the craft with that aluminium. The TPU, like, it is just great. Everything I like about it, I have to say, it is amazing. I'm giving it a huge recommendation, but I'm saying to you, do you like FPV and you want to try like a work of art? This is going to be for you. But if you don't and you prefer to get the budget side of things, there is nothing wrong with that either. Now, a huge shout out to nickFPV. He's an absolute legend. I'm going to put his channel down below as well. Like, these are small batch frames. Hopefully they're in stock when you're watching this. I'd love to know your thoughts about it. If you've flown this, if you've got one, if you've seen it in action. And remember, we also have one to give away. So there should be a little link to diyfpv, a post over there where you can win an Archetype over on diyfpv, because we've got another one right here to give away to you guys as well. So someone else can experience this. So anyway, leave a comment, let me know. Have a good time in FPV, and remember, it's not about having the best gear, it's about having the best time, and I'm so excited to have this craft. I'm going to be building this up, flying this a lot, because I remember what it was like in FPV with things like the Rooster, with the Chameleon, some of the other frames, the Korea Rias, Flanoceros. A lot of those brands don't exist anymore, but they were still very, very special frames and did a lot for our community. Anyway, happy flying.